Walking Adventures International has its base here in Vancouver, Washington. And we chose a very historic spot to shoot this little video. Behind me are the grounds of Fort Vancouver. It's a historic site that started in the early 1800s based on Hudson's Bay fur trading commercial pursuits. It's actually the oldest permanently established settlement, non-native, in the Pacific Northwest. At one time, there were like 35 different ethnic groups. So many different languages existed that they developed their own unique language. They called it Chinook jargon so that they can communicate with one another. Fort Vancouver was actually the end of the Oregon Trail. Walking Adventures was founded on the principle of combining walking with a conventional motor coach style of travel. We're trying to share with people the authenticity, the reality of what makes a place unique and special. The faster you go, the harder it is for you to connect with the surroundings. Walking is the ideal form of transportation, the oldest form of transportation. Travel puts you in a position of challenging your preconceptions, and that's a huge advantage in growth. The world is an amazing place. New Zealand, it's incredible. They have just about every kind of terrain and scenery you can imagine there. Brazil, Iguazu Falls, Amazon, the Pantanal wetlands, just incredible wildlife. So we're very privileged to be able to go to all 7 continents, including big number 7, Antarctica. Some of the surprise destinations for me were India. I had a fun experience in the little village of Deogar. 2 little girls actually came up to us at the encouragement of their mothers. They were probably 11, 12 years old. They were excited to connect with an English-speaking person, practice their English. It was a charming moment that's indelibly etched on my mind of connecting with the locals. Sometimes people will ask me what's the most valuable or important lesson that I've learned in my days on the trail. I would have to characterize that lesson as the difference between a digital worldview and an analog worldview. The West generally veers towards the digital way of organizing life, regimented, systematic. The East generally veers towards an analog way of dealing with things. It's much more interactive. We live in a universe and on a planet that reflects more an analog reality than a digital reality. I am relieved to conclude that relationships are more important than efficiency and processing, and encourage people to think about analog versus digital, both at home and as you're traveling. It'll also make your travels a lot more stress-free. I'll be retiring here in a few months, and we have a very interesting combination of new owners, new managers that are taking over Walking Adventures. We're passing the baton to some of our key guides that have been with the company for years, and a company called Borealis, a Portuguese travel company that we met 10, 12 years ago. They really epitomized the connection and the combination of culture and cuisine with the history, culture, and scenery that we build our trips around. Borealis is really a natural fit with the Walking Adventures model, and we're so excited to see what they're going to be doing to take Walking Adventures into the next chapter. Clearly, we are deeply indebted to all of you who have traveled with us over the years. So we thank you especially for your loyalty, for your trust, for returning after difficult years following 9/11, the 2008 financial crash, and of course, the most recent COVID pandemic. You guys put your hiking boots back on and you came back to see the world with us again, and for that, we will always be grateful. As I mentioned earlier, it's time for me to retire, and my last hurrah will be the Tucson Rendezvous that's taking place in January. It's a reunion tour. We're inviting all of our former travelers to join us to celebrate 37 years of walking the world together. We're just excited about seeing as many of you as can make it, and grateful that we have this opportunity for one more trip and one more farewell in lovely Tucson. You cannot appreciate your own home and your own surroundings without traveling. It's an amazing world. There's so much going on. There's so much to pick from, and we're just privileged to be able to share it with you.